Hello everyone and welcome back to channel Andropa 101. Wanted to say welcome back, and it has been a little while. I've been away celebrating with family and friends and enjoying this holiday season, so it's been wonderful. I hope yours as well has been as wonderful as well. Want to talk about a few things that is coming up into the new year, some of the new devices, also some of the points that others have not brought up in the Android community, because there's some big things coming out for some of the new devices this next 2017 season. So let's first look at the most premier phone that's going to be starting off in the new year, which is going to be the LGG6. From what all the reports are stating, and this has been reported mostly from Reuters, and what they had Reuters, either one. The pronunciation is beyond me at this point. A little late for me. But the main points of this device is going to be that they're saying it has water resistance. I'm sure it's probably going to be IP68. And it's going to have an iris scanner, which is the big one. As everyone knows, that having an iris scanner was a big deal for the Galaxy Note 7. But I mean, it's kind of it. It's a hit or miss, because the fingerprint scanner is just as secure, and if you add an iris scanner, it's great. It's about just as fast. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a deal breaker. It's also going to have the most current Qualcomm chipset. The display is where I think nobody really has any idea on the size, nor do they have any idea on the quality of the display. But if they follow true LG fashion, and they have not gotten out of this mindset, number one, they're probably going to stick with between a 5.1 to a 5.5 inch display. And the reason I say that is because I believe the LGG5, it was a 5.3, and their V20 is it may be 5.7, but I don't believe it's going to fit in the LG V20 line, so they're going to try and keep it back, make it a little bit smaller, more of a handheld phone, so probably not looking above 5.3. The display is still not going to be Super AMOLED. I highly doubt that. They're not real big on changing the style of display, so they're probably going to stick with the old IPS. I'm sorry, guys, but that will kill the LG phone line. I'm hoping they go AMOLED, but I doubt it. But the key here that everyone needs to pay attention to is the fact that they're going to release early. So we're looking at probably a preview in the beginning of February, and then release at late February, early March, which will get a jump kick on the Galaxy S8. Now, that's not going to hurt Galaxy S8 sales, because we all know that the Galaxy series line devices are far superior. But I will say this about LG, and this is something that I've been listening to the community a lot. They've been talking about it a lot lately, which is, number one, they want to have a removable battery. And this has been a complaint that goes, I mean, it is a very heated debate. So that's going to be a big deal breaker for a lot of people who buy devices. They want to make sure that they're getting ones with a removable battery. And LG, thumbs up, guys. That is an amazing thing to keep with. I like it. A lot of other people like it. And I say we stick with it. Gives you the ability, if there's any problems with that battery, throw it out, get a new one in, no problem. Also, another thing is that they're more than likely going to keep with a 3.5mm jack. Now, this is another point that I'm not on the side of most of the Android community. Most Android community members that I've talked to are very adverse to removing the jack. They want it. And I'm sure there's kind of a personal reason for that. They like the 3.5 millimeter jack. They have headphones that are really good, and they don't want to have to go and spend another 40, 50, who knows, $100 on another set of headphones. Why should they? And I completely agree with that. However, we are looking at an old standard that needs to have innovation implanted upon that style of jack. Now, I'm not saying get rid of the jack. I'm saying change it to where it's better. Now, Apple has completely ditched it and said, we're gone. This is the way that Apple feels is the best for their community members. And hey, great for them, but we're not talking about them right now. We're talking about the Android community. We're wanting to keep, well, I should say not we, because remember, I'm the guy that's standing in the middle. I'm right here. You got the Apple people, and you got the Android people. And I'm trying to bridge that gap. Okay? So let's just say that the Android community prefers to keep it. The iOS community, they just have to accept it. They ain't got no choice. And most of the time, let's be honest, they accept whatever Apple throws out. If it's a new phone, it's a new tablet, it's a new MacBook, and whatever it is, it sells. Now, that has nothing to do with whether it's a better product. It just means they kick it out and it's bought. Okay, it's like a brand name. Any big brand names, they sell because of the name. Better product? Again, that's a matter of personal preference, I believe. Also, something really big that I just found out today, and this is coming from 9 to 5 Google, and this is something I found out just sitting a little while ago, getting my children to sleep. Came home, it's been storming outside, so my kids couldn't get to sleep, so they waited till I got home from work and was able to get them into bed. But this is coming from a guy on Twitter. His name is David Ruddock. It's at RDROB11. You put that number in, you should be able to get hooked up with him if you want to, or you could always go to my Twitter handle, which is Hultman Sean, which is HultmanShawn, and that will take you directly to my Twitter channel, and you can find him there. I'm hooked up with him. But anyway, he posted out some information, some sources on the new Galaxy S8 that seems to be kind of where the direction they're headed. So let's I'm going to read to you a portion of what exactly they are, what he said. So don't get mad at me. This is just coming from 9 to 5 Google, and it says, with the Note 7 fiasco still winding down, Samsung is likely hoping to move past it with their next flagship. Currently slated for April, a new rumor via David Ruddock corroborates several earlier reports that the Galaxy S8 is finally removing capacitive buttons for the software navigation keys. And we all know what those are. Of course, those are the 3 little buttons there at the bottom of the phone. They'll help us go back and flip and, having an actual, whatever it may be. There's usually there's a little triangle, little square, all that stuff. Okay, plus, of course, we've got the home key and, but it'll get into that. 2 capacitive keys flanking a home button that doubles as a fingerprint sensor that has been a long stalwart of Samsung's phones and tablet designs. Besides a notable UX departure, the change reportedly results in a very tiny bottom bezel. This would surely differentiate the S8 from the older Samsung devices and other competitors. Now, what David Ruddock actually said, and this was just the article, he said the Galaxy S8 will completely ditch the hardware navigation keys. Samsung is switching to all soft keys with a 3D touch-like functionality. That's the big news. Nobody's reported this. Absolutely nobody. 3D touch for Samsung? I mean, come on, guys. This is a good thing. They are adopting several of the Apple ideas, and let's be honest, Apple's adopting the same things. This is great for the community. We have 3D touch will have the fingerprint scanner is still being slated on the back of the design. I think that's what everyone's still saying. Even David Ruddock believes that it's going on the back for the fingerprint display. But I do believe from an earlier report from CNET, they stated that the iris scanner is going to be on the front. So I'm wondering if they're going to ditch the fingerprint scanner. Not sure why you need both, but you know, hey, having extra tech cannot hurt. So this is awesome. I mean, to have all this new technology being brought into the new Galaxy S8, make that phone an amazing device. So the one thing, though, that he also did state was that it still looks like, according to the article on 9 to 5 Google, and if you go to my Twitter handle, again, I have that one tweeted out. So if you hook up with my channel, you'll be able to get those tweets out and be able to see exactly what I'm talking about here. They're still saying that they're looking at removing the 3.5mm jack. Again, that's just the route they're going. So, again, I can't help you with that, folks. But that is where it looks like we're headed. Don't fight the design. Just voice your opinions to Samsung. Go to their webpage. I think you can go down to the bottom, and they have a thing where you can contact them. Send them emails. That's the only way, people, that we are going to make any kind of changes to any device coming out. If you want the headphone jack in the device, we have to bring those points to the people who create them. You don't just voice your opinion to Pocket Now or to Greggles TV, which, by the way, both of those are very good people who deliver videos. Great people. Don't voice. I mean, you can voice your opinion. I mean, you can do that if you like, but they can't do nothing. All they can do is report it. If you are feeling strongly about it, send an email to Samsung. Tell them how you feel, why it's important for you to have the 3.5mm jack in the device. Because if it's not there, you'll be disappointed. You're not going to want to buy their product. Tell them that. That's on you. You have to take the initiative. And I know some of you may be young, but emails are very easy to send to. Just go to their website, www.samsung.com. Very easy to contact them. They're more than willing to listen and see what you have to say. Or you can go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and send them a tweet. Tell them what's concerning you. Be proactive. Take that initiative. So what does this mean for us in the community? What does all of the things that we've talked about today, the LGG6 and the Galaxy S8 with the 3D Touch coming onto the device, and with the new cameras and all this stuff that's going to have, all this new hardware, what does this mean for us? Where is it taking us? Someone mentioned to me some time ago on a response that it's looking like Apple and Samsung are getting closer and closer to the same type of phone. And I completely agree with you. 100%. We are merging closer and closer. We are cutting down the margin of differentiation. The only thing that will differentiate is iOS, Android. We can't look at this and say these guys are better because they sell more, or these guys are better because they have a lot of different tech. See which brand you like, because the cost is going to be the same. You're looking about $800-ish, $800-ish right here. It's really not much of a difference, folks. If you're into iOS, stick with iOS. It's a great phone line. If you don't like it and you want to change, come to the Android family. Same thing with the Android family. If you really don't like the Android line, come over to the iOS. Guess what? They'll accept you. Just keep an open mind. Look at it all as saying there's so much technology out there and so many things are being incorporated into these phones that we are going to have a really spectacular new year. 2017 looks like it's going to be just an insane year for devices. We've got Nokias coming out, we've got Huawei's, we've got Motos, we've got Apple's, we've got Samsung, and there's just a buku amount of devices coming out for this new year. So take a look at them, look at the reviews, keep an open mind. Don't just say, I hate Apple, so, or, I hate Android, so, No. We need to be reasonable, logical, thinking human beings and say, what do they deliver here? What do they deliver here? And what do I want? Maybe you'll find that you like this area, or maybe you find that you like this. But don't demonstrate a bias for no reason, because that just shows ignorance, and there's no reason for that. You're smart people. You think for yourselves. You're the people that you are the thriving heart of technology. Okay? You are what makes technology advance, because you're buying those products. Okay? So anyway, I wanted to say I wish you all a very happy new year. And I don't know if I'll be on again, but I will try to. I promise you that I can try and do all I can. But I wish you all a very happy new year, and tell me what you like to do for the new year. You're gonna spend time with family. You're gonna just kick back playing some video games. You're gonna watch the ball drop. I don't know. I'll be working, sadly, but I will be able to call my wife before midnight, and we're gonna wish each other a happy new year and that sort of thing. So tell me what you like to do. What do you plan on doing? Going out for a big New Year's party? Maybe you're an adult and go out and party with your friends, or maybe you're a kid and you really don't care. It's just another new year. No, when I was a kid, I didn't care. It's another year. But anyway, just tell me what you like to do, and I'll see you guys in another clip. All right, bye.